let me start again. Welcome all for the introduction also of our Spatial ALD roll-to-roll equipment. Let me first introduce myself shortly. My name is Bouman, Commercial Director at SparkNano. We are located in the Netherlands, in the Brainport region. So that's one of the smartest regions in the world, and that is where we are happy to be. I've obtained my Master of Science degree in Chemical Engineering a couple of years ago at the University of Eindhoven. And since then, I worked at Philips Lighting, obviously all about lighting. Then I made the move to Thermo Fisher Scientific. Thermo Fisher Scientific is extremely large, but there I focused on scanning electron microscopy. But now I do work at SparkNano, and that is where we try to advance manufacturing of next generation products through Spatial ALD. Might sound complicated, but I will guide you through this presentation. So what SparkNano does is we develop and we commercialize large area spatial atomic layer deposition technology. With large area, we mean larger substrates than what we are now used to with regular ALD, but it can also be on a roll. So we are changing the form factor of ALD possibilities. Now we do that in two flavors. So we have one for R&D purposes, we have our lab line system for that, but we also have high volume equipment, and that is where we are uniquely positioned to help the world getting more ALD into devices. Now, our technology enables you and other customers to apply high-volume ALD coatings for several focus markets, including batteries, electrolysis, fuel cells, and optoelectronics. But the topic of today will also be for perovskite solar cells, obviously. Now, on birthday parties, I always have to mention ALD is not an obscure technology. It is a well-established technology. I assume that you all know what ALD stands for. But it is used in so many devices in the microelectronics industry. It even touches daily life. Now with the smartphone, even on an hourly or even more frequent basis. But it is all with ALD. But we do see that there's a demand for more. A demand for faster ALD, a demand for larger volume, larger areas. And that is where we need to do it in a different way. We need to rethink ALD, and that is what we have done. Now that enables us to go for other types of markets, like for batteries, where it is on a roll, electrolysis of fuel cells, where we can make high volume while still being extremely cautious with the use of scarce materials, but also for perovskite solar cells. And there we can make a breakthrough in several ways, and that is why we are here at this conference. We have solved the challenge of ALD in the perovskite solar cell manufacturing. Now let me explain. Before I go into those details, what is ALD for perovskite solar cells? Why is it so important? We all know that perovskite solars are really good for the high efficiency and also potentially the low cost. It can be sheet-to-sheet, on a glass substrate, but it can also be flexible on foils, on PET foils, most likely. There we have one of the challenges, and that is the poor long-term stability. Now, what we do see is that, it doesn't work, the pointer, but what we do see is that if you look at ALD, and if we integrate ALD into the perovskites, if you take a look on the left graph, there we see that if you have the perovskite covered with BCP, then you get the black line. If you replace the BCP with tin oxide, you get better current densities versus the voltage. So you already see that tin oxide does help. And it's just a very thin layer, right? However, if you look at the graph on the right, looking at the efficiency versus the lifetime, if you only have BCP, then it deteriorates quickly. If we add tin oxide, then we already see an improvement in efficiency over time and also better durability. And if we then also add just a little bit of aluminum oxide, the graph is not long enough, right? It is the blue line and it keeps on extending. And that is what we can do with ALD. But in order to do so, as mentioned, you need to rethink ALD. And